Constitution, the law that's supreme all across the union. Constitution, the founders agreed we would need a solution. It's a great work, the framework of our nation. It's a great work, one of the greatest on paper. Constitution.
Thank you, Diego. So last week in our Constitutional Minute, we talked about the First Amendment. And this week we are continuing with the Second Amendment. The amendments are part of the Constitution, and the first 10 amendments are known as the Bill of Rights. So what exactly is the Second Amendment? Well, the Second Amendment reads, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." You may know this as the amendment which allows you to bear arms, meaning you are allowed to carry firearms as a citizen. 2008 was a very transformative year for this amendment as the Supreme Court decided against a DC handgun ban and established that the Second Amendment created an individual right for U.S. citizens to possess firearms. The Supreme Court's decision established that firearm regulations would not go against the Second Amendment as long as the regulations were regarding weapons which cannot be used for law-abiding purposes. Another big decision was the Supreme Court stated they would not disallow regulations prohibiting criminals and the mentally ill from firearm possession, which means if you've been to prison or you have a mental health issue, the state is still allowed to put regulations on firearms for those classes. To understand the fundamental reason for this protection in the Bill of Rights, you must put into perspective the people that were writing these amendments had just finished fighting a war against their government for their freedom. They understood clearly that the only protection against a tyrannical government is an armed public. History has now proven how prudent this was, as history shows us that the first thing a dictator or autocrat does when assuming power is disarm their people. Again, the Constitution is what makes this country so great and is a list of protections from our government with a list of our rights to ensure us keeping our representative democracy intact.